guys, it's SimLicy here, so welcome to another speed build, and this time I am building a little bistro restaurant right here by the waterfront in Old Town Windenburg. So hopefully you guys like this build. I think it turned out so super cute. I think it's absolutely adorable. I like it a lot. I was really inspired by French architecture. I did search up images a lot on Pinterest, a little bit on Google, and yeah, took inspiration from a lot of them. So I don't know if it necessarily looks French. I think it might look a little bit Greek. I don't know, sort of Mediterranean, but it was definitely supposed to look French. So you'll have to let me know if you are from that part of the world, what exactly it does look like, because I have never been to Europe myself, so all of my inspiration is purely from images and maybe a little bit from movies in the back of my mind. But yeah, I did try, and I think it looks cute no matter what sort of style it exactly looks like. But yeah, hopefully you guys will like it as well, and hopefully you guys have all been doing really good. I missed you guys so much. I have been gone for like an entire week now. I haven't even opened up my game in a week. And in case you didn't watch my last Create a Sim video, I did mention in that video that the job that I just applied for, I did get it. So that's where I've been, in case you have been wondering or aren't sure what happened. Yeah, I did get the job. So this whole past week I've been doing sort of job training orientation, and I've had to commute to the headquarters to do that. So I have been, in the car a lot. I've been, in training a lot. So that'll die down a little bit this week when I actually start going to the regular location and starting my regular schedule, which will be part-time. So I should still have plenty of time to make videos, maybe not as much as I have been, but definitely more than I've been doing this last week. So don't worry about that. But yeah, hopefully it all goes well. Orientation was really good. Everybody was so nice, and I learned a lot. I mean, it was a little weird being gone that much because I am used to being home like a lot. Even when I was going to school, I was still home a lot. So it's a little weird, and I really miss just kind of hanging out with my dog. So this afternoon, I'm definitely going to take her to the lake, and we're going to go play. And unfortunately, my husband is working this weekend, so he won't be able to come with us, but that's okay. I just feel really bad for her because she is used to someone being home every day, and she's a little bit mopey. I feel bad. And I've also really missed playing The Sims. Like, not opening up my game for an entire week is super weird, and I really miss making videos. If only I didn't have to get a job and I could do this full time. Be the dream. But hopefully someday it'll be amazing. But for now, I will work on my new job and experience all that has to offer, which I'm really looking forward to. It is really interesting, and like I said, everybody was super nice, and I think that was like the best part. Like, it was amazing how polite everybody was. So yeah, that's really nice, and yeah, hopefully you guys had a good week. And it feels weird like getting back into making videos. Like, what do I say? I've already screwed up several different times trying to do this voiceover. One time I didn't have my headphones plugged in. Another time I just kept getting confused and twisted on my words. So far it's going a little bit better now, and hopefully it'll continue. But yeah, so as I mentioned in the beginning, you can run this as a cafe. I do have a barista bar in here, and I do also have like little bakery, what do you call those little bakery stands that you can put food in? And yeah, so you could probably run it as a bakery if you don't mind adding a cash register somewhere. You just have to make a little room on the counter for the cash register, or maybe delete the barista bar if you needed to. But yeah, I think it would run just fine as a little bakery. It'd be super cute. But yeah, I just had a really, I don't know, as soon as I was like kind of scoping out Windenburg and trying to figure out what I wanted to build places, as soon as I realized that this lot was right by the water, I was like, oh, it definitely needs like a cute little restaurant. You can come and drink some coffee, eat like a pastry or like a croissant or something, eat some pasta, and like, I don't know, like on a warm afternoon right by the water. I just thought that was so adorable, because originally there was a bar here, and I was like, I just don't really see this lot as being a bar. So I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but it's definitely what I thought, because I have been in the process of rebuilding the worlds, as some of you may know if you've been around for a while. But if you are newer and aren't aware, that's what I'm doing. So this kind of mixed in with my regular speed builds every once in a while. I just one that is kind of permanent to the area and specific for the area that I want to build in, and I try to let you guys know in that video that that's what it's for. And yeah, last time I did a true build for this, I think, was the countryside Tudor home. and I think that's what I called it, right? I'm not really sure, but it was the one that I built. It was a Tudor home on the countryside, and that was a really nice build. But that one's been a while, so it's been a while since I have done a home necessarily for my rebuilding projects. So yeah, this is definitely for that, and hopefully you guys like the way it turned out. I really like the way I did the ivy up the little back patio with the sort of pergola top. I think it looks so pretty. It may drop if you do place this lot in your game, so make sure you do have move objects on. Even then, some of them may drop, so you may want to do Control 9 to lift some of them up. In the landscaping that I'm doing here, I don't keep it. I just left it in because it was, I don't know, just kind of a pain to cut out, and it wasn't that long to cut out. But a lot of the pictures that I saw when I was looking at French architecture had lots of like lavender fields, lavender flower beds, just like lavender everywhere. And I really like that, so I wanted there to be some more lavender, like flowers. I do different flower boxes at the end, and I do add some lavender in those, but I just don't keep the ones that I have now, just because I didn't think it looked too, I don't know, commercial lotty, and I have a hard time doing landscaping when it's sort of a community lot rather than a residential lot. So I think it looks good the way I do it in the end. It looks a little bit more tidy and a little bit more like somebody is purposely like planting things there. And I mean, you know, I feel like when it's a community lot, it can't be as messy as I normally do landscaping, I think. So yeah, hopefully you guys think it's cute. And I do change these little umbrella colors to blue later on. I thought the gray didn't really work, and sort of tried to add blue throughout just because I thought it just complemented, you know, it matched with the shutters, and a lot of the pictures I was looking at had lots of blue accents and stuff. Oh, this ivy is, oh, I love it. It's like everything to me. I would have covered this whole thing in ivy if it wouldn't have been too much, and people probably would have hated it. Like, I love this ivy wall so much. I almost made it the thumbnail of the build. I was like, maybe we'll just take a screenshot of this wall and it'll be the thumbnail. And then I was like, well, no, people can't really tell what the rest of the build is, and they may not watch it if it's just a wall covered in plants. But I really like it a lot. Like, oh, it's beautiful with the pink ivy mixed in with it. I just thought it was so pretty with the bright pink flower boxes. Like, oh, I just love everything about the ivy so much. It's probably my favorite part of this build is just the ivy. It makes me so happy. I actually started this build right before I started my job training. So I started this build last weekend and just got to finish it this morning, which is Saturday. And I think I'm going to upload it this afternoon. Like, as soon as I'm done doing the voiceover, I'm just going to upload it to YouTube since it's been so long since I've uploaded a video. Usually I just upload it the next morning, but oh well. I'm not going to be too fussy about it. But anyway, so I do add little menus and flowers to all the tables, and I do go through debug. I think I show part of it, just like me doing one table, because it's a little bit repetitive, but I do go through debug and add wine bottles to every single table too, because I thought that they'd be drinking lots of wine at this cafe, and if it's, or not cafe, at this restaurant, and if you did want it to be like for breakfast, you could pretend they're olive oil bottles. They don't have to be wine, but I imagine if you're visiting this place, you're probably having some wine and some pasta, or some, you know, bread and salad and wine and those kinds of things. So I got exactly what I imagined here, and I made sure to put lots of flower pots, and it's just, I don't know, kind of the vision I had for it was just lots of flower pots, lots of ivy, and cutesy. Just wanted it to be cute, and I think it is. So hopefully you guys like it. You have to let me know in the comments what you guys think of it. You have to let me know how you guys have been, and if you even noticed that was gone, I guess. I have kept up with comments though. I did get a few comments while I was away on older videos and stuff, so I have been replying to those. I haven't been on Twitter like at all. I did sort of pop in and be like, I'm still alive, but I just haven't had any time. Like, I haven't watched any YouTube videos, haven't opened my game. It's so weird. So I've definitely missed it a lot. But these are the planter boxes that I go with in the end. I do change the trees to just a shorter version of the one that I have on the left side, and just add these pink flowers and some lavender, of course, mixed into the flower boxes, and I just thought it looked really nice. And then I do add like just a little seat outside, just a little bench with some lights on both sides of the building, just to sort of light it up a little bit more at night, because there's not too much lighting on the exterior of the build, but it is pretty lit up at night. It looks super cute. Super cute. I really like it in sort of the afternoon on the back side of the build. The lighting in this area of Windenburg is a little bit weird because it's kind of shaded for the majority of the day, especially on the front of the building. But once the sun gets past the build and it shines on the back of the building, oh, it's really beautiful lighting. I really like it a lot. So The lighting was a little bit frustrating because it was so kind of dark on the front of the build, so it was a little bit frustrating, especially for screenshots, because you want it to be lit up so people can see what, you know, what the heck you did. But yeah, so that was a little bit frustrating, but I'm telling you, like, evening time, beautiful. And these little signs, oh my goodness, I went crazy with the little signs. There's 2 of them on the front and 2 of them on the back, and then I put signs on the inside. I tried to find ones that I thought looked, you know, that would sort of fit this, to have little coffee cups and little desserts or bread or things like that, because I thought that even if you weren't going to go to this place, like, I know this probably wouldn't happen unless you ran this as an actual bakery, but I thought this would be sort of a bakery also. Like, this would be the type of place that you would go and sit down and have coffee, or go and sit down and have dinner or lunch, but it also would be somewhere you come to buy fresh bread or buy donuts and take them home or things like that. So I did try to give that feel in the whole build. So yeah, thought it would, I don't know, if you guys haven't been around for a while, I do try to make my community lots multifunctional. And so what by that I mean where you can actually go to the menu and change the lot type while you're playing the game, and it'll still function as different lot types. So I do that in a lot of my builds. And so if you are here as a restaurant and you're like, no, I'd really rather play with this as a cafe, you could easily just go up to the little icon and switch the lot type and then just play with it as a cafe, and it would work just fine. So I don't know, I just like that. But we're starting off with the kitchen on the interior, and I really tried to carry the exterior blue onto the interior. So I did that with the flooring, and I think it looks so super cute. And there's just one chef station in here, and I don't think you could probably fit another, maybe if you did some finagling, but I don't know, maybe you'd have to move the stairs or something. But I figured one chef station would be plenty. And yeah, it's all functional. I do add a sink and a dishwasher and refrigerator, even though you really don't need those things. I just feel like it's more complete with all those extra items. It just feels a lot more, complete, and makes a lot more sense to me. And I really like the different little clutter that I add in this room as well. In the kitchen, there's like I put some shelves above the chef station, and I add like spoons, and I don't know, just love the clutter. Like, I can't wait till we get another pack. Like, I know we just got Parenthood, we just got something else, the fitness stuff pack, which is great, but I'm not doing modern stuff all the time. I don't know, it's hard to say, because I feel like when I do apartments, I mash both together. When I do regular family homes, I mash both, like traditional and modern, together. But I don't know, I feel like doing specifically modern not too often, but I really do like that pack. But we should be hearing about the new toddler stuff pack soon, and I'm really hoping to hear about an expansion. But what I'm really looking forward to is all the extra clutter that we get with new packs. So I'm definitely ready for new clutter, and I just love it so much. Clutter items, like I've said this before, like a long time ago, I would love just an entire clutter pack. Like, I would spend $10-20 on I'd probably spend more, to be honest, but just clutter items, things that will actually fit on shelves and on countertops, and just little tiny things like pictures and bottles and vases and just little tiny knickknacks and decorations. Like, Parenthood came with so many good clutter options, like the bathroom clutter with like the hairbrush and a blow dryer. Oh, I just love it so much. So what a long story short is, I had a lot of fun cluttering the kitchen is what I mean. I just add lots of different stuff, because they don't really need to use these countertops. Like, when they do, like, if you don't have dine out and you're not really sure how they work, they do all of their work at their chef station, so they don't need these counters to do any work on. So you can clutter them up as much as you want to, and the kitchen will still work. Oh, my kitty just scared me. She sneezed. But yeah, so, and I also added a lot of old paintings that I thought looked a little bit, some of them may look a little bit Spanish, so I'm not really sure, but I wanted them to look sort of like they made sense with this build. So I tried to go through the different artwork, and yeah, I think I picked some good ones. These are 2 bathrooms. It's a male and female bathroom. You could obviously change that if you wanted to. If you wanted to own the restaurant, you could turn one into a bedroom really easily, I'm sure. Or like, you could make the whole upstairs like a living area, and maybe make the bathroom somewhere else. I'm not really sure where you'd put the bathrooms. Maybe you could make the dining area downstairs a little bit smaller and add bathrooms down there if you wanted to. But I just decided to add bathrooms up here because I didn't plan on anybody actually owning it in my game or playing it as owned. So yeah, so this is how I did it. Originally I was going to add double sinks, and then I was like, wait, there's only going to be one toilet in here, because I really couldn't find room to add like multiple stalls, mostly just because of the window placement, and I didn't want to like cut a window in half because of the walls. And yeah, definitely wasn't going to change the windows on the exterior, because they were perfect. And that's kind of how I usually build, is from the however I think it looks good from the exterior, and then just make it work from the interior. So that's why the bathroom is this way, but I think it works just fine. I mean, hopefully you won't have too many Sims needing to use the bathroom at the same time, but if you do, you could probably just make them gender neutral, and that way either Sim could go into the bathrooms as they needed to. And I also do a little seating area up here with a bookcase, just because I really just didn't know what to do with the area, and thought it might be nice to have a little relax area and lounge sort of area if you wanted to read a book or do whatever. I don't really know, but like I said, there's plenty of room up here if you did want to add a little apartment too. But I really like it. I think it's super cute, and just love these chairs with a little pillow, and thought they looked perfect up here. And I also added romantic speakers throughout the build. Not that I necessarily think of this place as too romantic, even though I did give it as like the lot trait, but I thought maybe you'd go on dates here, and that's why I did it. But I just thought that that would be the type of music that would play here. It'd be sort of like romantic-y, sort of sounding music. So that's why I chose those. And next we will get on into the little coffee shop area, which is going to be the entryway, and which I thought made a lot more sense because it's sort of like the where the host would be. And I tried to merge the host station in with the barista bar, and off camera I did have to move it to the front of the building, so in the entryway, like off to the immediate right. So yeah, because it didn't work, and I knew it wouldn't work, but I really wanted to try it anyways. But oh well. If you do have a fence in front of the host station, it'll work, and if you have a half wall in front of the host station. But if you have any sort of countertop or anything, it just won't work. Like the host won't even go to the station, and it's really frustrating. So I did have to move it, and yeah, you'll see that in the screenshots. It's not too different, but yeah, I really like the way this area turned out. I think it's super cute because I put the little bakery sort of, what would you call those, where they put all the pastries and the cakes and stuff. I put those behind the barista bar, and I put all the cute little signs up advertising their different little drinks and stuff, and all the extra little pastries that they have inside the Bistro barista bar, I think just add to it. Now I do use I do add some cakes and muffins and stuff into these little storage, I'm not sure what you call these. What do you call those? whatever those little bakery things are, I add baked goods inside of them, so they will eventually expire, but I realized inside those they last for like 15 days, so they'll last a really long time inside those little things. So that's pretty cool. So it is uploaded with some extra goodies inside there, and yeah, just sort of cluttered it up with little things that I thought were appropriate for a little coffee shop area. And you may want to lock these doors, like make a sim and have them own the building, even if you're not going to play it as own, and then have them lock the doors and the little gate into the barista area, because I did have some random sims walking back there and just grabbing stuff out of the little case and they like grab some cookies and stuff, and they're like walking around the kitchen, and just kind of, it's a tight space, so you don't want extra sims bumping into your waitresses and your hostesses. It's a little bit crowded. But there to the left of the door where I put the little flower pot and the little ladder and stuff, that's where I put the host station in the end. So yeah, I probably should have recorded it, but I didn't. I was like in the middle of play testing and taking my screenshots. I'm like, it's not working, so I just had to like quickly throw something together, and it works really cute. I thought it would be too crowded if I tried to put it right there, but I don't think it is. I think it works perfectly. And I add some shelves on top of those cases just because they were kind of visually glitching out, so I thought the metal shelves kind of covered that up a little bit. And this is just sort of a general dining area, just so I thought there should be some indoor dining and not all outdoor. And I had the space for it, but like I said, if you did want to turn the upstairs into a living area, you could probably put some bathrooms down here instead and sort of shuffle things around. But I mean, you could completely strip it and do a new floor plan if you want to, or make this a house. It would be kind of a cute little Old Town Windenburg townhouse too. I think it'd be pretty adorable. You might want to make a little backyard or something. I'm not really sure what to do with it. Whatever you please. But yeah, hopefully you guys like the way this turned out. I mean, I think it's really adorable, and I'm so happy to be making a video and talking to you guys, even though you're not directly talking back to me right now. It just feels good to be back making videos, and yeah, hopefully I will have plenty of time to make more videos this coming week. I mean, it'll be my first week of work, so can't really say for sure how it's gonna be, but we are almost to the screenshot. So thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully you guys like the way this turned out, and I missed you guys so much. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave any comments or suggestions that you have, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Okay, bye!